He is the man who survived a constitutional crisis, openly told a journalist to go to hell, and once walked out of the nation's parliament in a blazing row. For 4 decades, Clifford Everald Warmington has been a fixture in Jamaican politics, a man whose tenure has been as controversial as it has been enduring. From his early days as a student activist to his powerful post as a minister of state, Warmington's career is a masterclass in political survival and unapologetic confrontational style. But who is the man behind the headlines? And how has he managed to dominate his constituency and survive scandal after scandal? Everald Warmington was born in Browns Hall, St. Catherine, an area he would eventually come to represent. His educational journey took him through Browns Hall All-Age School, St. Andrew Technical High School, and later to the College of Arts, Science, and Technology, now known as the University of Technology, Jamaica. It was at CAST that his political path truly began. From 1974 to 1978, he was deeply involved, serving as the vice president of the Student Council and holding the post of vice president for the Jamaica Labour Party's youth arm, Young Jamaica. This early immersion cemented his lifelong commitment to the JLP. After working for a time as a businessman, Warmington transitioned to the electoral stage. In the 2002 general elections, he successfully captured the St. Catherine Southwestern seat. It was a victory he would repeat consistently, including his massive win in 2007, securing over 10,000 votes, cementing the seat as a JLP stronghold. But no career retrospective of Everald Warmington is complete without discussing the constitutional earthquake of 2011. This was the moment his career and the political stability of the nation hung in the balance. In February 2011, it was revealed that Warmington, along with several other members of Parliament from both sides of the aisle, was a U.S. citizen at the time of his 2007 nomination. This was a direct violation of Section 42 of the Jamaican Constitution, which disqualifies any person under acknowledgement of allegiance to a foreign power or state from sitting in Parliament. Faced with the revelations, Warmington renounced his U.S. citizenship. On March 8, 2011, he submitted his resignation from the House of Representatives. A by-election was immediately scheduled. In a strange twist of political fate, due to a truce between the JLP and the People's National Party, PNP, Warmington was allowed to run unopposed in the by-election on April 4th. He was re-elected. However, the controversy had consequences. Then Prime Minister Bruce Golding declined to reappoint him to his state minister post. The message was clear. A win is a win, but his actions had cost him a place in the cabinet, at least for the time being. If the Dual Citizenship Scandal tested his political strength, his subsequent clashes with the media and rivals defined his personality. Everald Warmington earned a reputation as one of the most abrasive and uncompromising figures in Parliament. Perhaps the most famous incident occurred right around the time of his resignation. During a live televised program, Everald Warmington became enraged and bluntly told a CVM TV anchorwoman to go to hell. The outburst was immediate and drew widespread condemnation from media bodies like the Commonwealth Broadcasting Association and the International Federation of Journalists. And it wasn't an isolated incident. Warmington is famous for his inflammatory gestures, including a widely publicized moment where he gave journalists the middle finger, an act of contempt for the press that remains a signature part of his political legend. In the halls of Parliament, he was equally confrontational. Reports detail him walking out of committee meetings and house sittings in a rage, an uncompromising individual who preferred action over measured debate when he felt disrespected or opposed. His confrontational nature extended directly into governance, most notably in his aggressive approach to his political rivals, the PNP. Warmington publicly promised to withhold funds from parish council divisions represented by People's National Party councillors. His stated reasoning was that if the people had elected a JLPMP, the PNP councillors should not be getting the development funds. This practice, often referred to as political tribalism, is highly controversial, raising serious questions about the equitable distribution of resources across the island. Then there was the infamous clash with the Office of the Contractor-General. In 2011, the OCG released a report alleging irregularities in the award of multi-million-dollar contracts to a firm named Strathairn Construction Company, in which Warmington was allegedly a director and shareholder. Warmington's response was explosive. He attacked the then Contractor-General, Greg Christie, calling him an overzealous idiot and a mental case. The OCG referred the matter to the Director of Public Prosecutions. Though the DPP ultimately announced that no charges would be filed against Warmington, the political damage was done. And in a final display of his trademark defiance, Warmington withdrew his previous apology to Christie and doubled down on his description of the Contractor-General as a mental case. Despite his frequent battles with external rivals, Warmington also proved to be a handful for his own party. Throughout his 4 decades in the JLP, he has repeatedly sparred with the leadership. In 2006, he resigned his position as area council chairman, accusing the party leadership of disregarding the Constitution. Years later, in 2012, he took his party to court, filing an application for an injunction in the Supreme Court over alleged irregularities in candidate nominations, though he later withdrew the application. This demonstrates a politician fundamentally willing to challenge authority, even his own. Yet, his value to the party remains undeniable. His political tenacity and powerful base in St. Catharines Southwestern have seen him return to major government roles. He has served as a state minister in the office of the Prime Minister and as minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, with direct responsibility for the crucial works portfolio. Everald Warmington is a paradox, a career politician who consistently defies political norms. He is a man with an undeniable record of development in his portfolio, coupled with an inflammatory, unapologetic public persona. In the highly charged theater of Jamaican politics, his history, marked by constitutional crises, open warfare with the press, and uncompromising battles with his rivals, shows that in the world of politics, sometimes being controversial is the very thing that ensures your survival. We want to hear from you. Is Everald Warmington a necessary force of political strength, or is his confrontational style damaging to public discourse? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the figures shaping Caribbean history and politics.